Are you using a Facebook group for business? Do you want to grow your current Facebook group? Do you know what to post in it? If you have any of these questions or any other questions surrounding Facebook groups, we're going to dive into this today in this video. I'm going to go over all things Facebook groups and how to use one for success in your business. My name is Steph and I love helping small business owners grow their influence and their profits online using marketing strategies that actually work. If you get value out of this today, give me a like. Let's dive right into all things Facebook groups. Basically everything Facebook groups. So why Facebook groups? Why are they so powerful? And why am I so passionate about using them for business? Well, when I got my start in business on Facebook 5 years ago, I really had no idea what I was doing online, but I was very passionate about this. I didn't want to be that girl on Facebook. I wanted to market differently. And so I started my business in a Facebook group. The reason I'm sharing this story is because in my second month of business, when I didn't even have 100 people in that Facebook group, I made over $1,000 in my network marketing business. So what makes a Facebook group so good? First of all, they create a sense of community for everyone involved. And they give you, the creator, a place to share specific targeted content around the topic. So again, think a niched down group, subgroup of Facebook. And if you've heard it before, the riches are in the niches. Plus, Facebook groups are a great way to beat the algorithm. It's less fighting going on for what's going to be shown to your people. And if they have their notifications on, they're going to get notified when you post in the group. They're also amazing for social proof. If you've heard me talk about social proof before, you get this. It is such a big deal in today's day and age for other people to have the buy-in of other people. So, think the crowd mentality. If one person is doing it, then well, other people are like, what did I miss? I'm going to do it too. Depending on the type of group that you use, they're also a 24/7 resource for teammates, people taking a course, maybe members in your membership, for them to always be able to access the material located in it. That said, it is going to mean more work on your part because you're creating content for that community. So if you're already feeling really strapped thin, I wouldn't necessarily say, just start a Facebook group because everyone's doing it. But chances are you're watching this because you have a Facebook group. So let's go over 6 different types of Facebook groups that I'm using in business, and I hope these ideas help you to grow your business even more. What's up first? Well, the most obvious is like a product prospecting group. You're selling something. It could be a digital product. It could be a network marketing product, maybe an affiliate product, and people are joining that group because they want to learn more about that product. My example of a product prospecting group is my Create Stories That Sell group. It's a private Facebook group. If you're not in it, you should join. I do all types of marketing tips and hacks every week. Group type number 2, a team building or training group. So this is perfect when you have started a business, and if it's in network marketing or affiliate marketing. I have one. It's called Llama Tap That App. Absolutely love it. We have fun, but it's a team training group for Tapestry, one of the businesses that I'm a part of. If you want more information on that affiliate opportunity, it's a free app that pays you. Check out this video. But team building and training groups are great, especially if your business explodes. I know for me, when I started Tapestry, first we had started with a messenger chain, but within a couple weeks, we had hundreds of people on the team. And a messenger chain was just messy, and no one likes that when they're getting constantly pinged. And so we really needed to set up a Facebook group for it, and we did that. The great part of a team training group is you can use the guide section to really onboard people clearly with your group, so you're not having to reiterate the information again and again and again. And it makes it so simple. Group type number 3, a generic value-based group. So this could be something that you have an interest in, but maybe you aren't selling anything, but you're in it to provide value and, in that essence, build your relationships, which is going to help build your personal brand no matter what. I can think of one example. A friend of mine has one of these, and it's called Alcohol-Free Mom Tribe. And you should totally check it out if you've given up alcohol. It's one of those value-based groups that's just great to be a part of for encouragement, accountability, but you're not being sold anything. But trust me, if you have a group like that and you also have a business, people are going to get to know, like, and trust you, and it really will help your personal business brand. What's up next? Challenge or boot camp groups. Think of these types of groups just as like little mini things that don't last forever. I have used them before. I'm doing a branding boot camp in one, and it's just a pop-up group, but running a challenge or a boot camp in a Facebook group is a great way, again, to gather a few people together for a short period of time, offer some great training, and then do your sales offer at the end, and then move on afterwards back to your other groups. So it's not something that's going to be in the works forever, but it's great for a focused period of time. Group type number 5 would be like for a course. Say you sell something, like for me, I have a course called The Secrets of Social Selling. One of the bonuses of purchasing that course is that you can join the Facebook group, and then you get access to me to post and get your questions answered. If you want to check out more about the secrets of social selling, check out this video. And last but not least, group type number 6 that I love to use is something that I just call a practice group. This is a group that no one else is going to know about, which is awesome. But it gives you a chance, if you're running all these different types of groups or posting content a lot on Facebook, a lot of times it's nice to see how your posts are going to lay out. And yes, you can schedule posts in these other groups and not have them post immediately. But what if you just want a place to like mess around with stuff, post stuff, reminders to yourself? Maybe I test run a live in there to check my internet connection, but it's just something that you can use to help you deliver even better content in the other groups and places you're posting on Facebook. Let's jump into setting up your Facebook group for success. And I would encourage you to listen to this even if you already have a pre-established Facebook group, because you can make your group more efficient and better. One of the best pieces of advice that one of my business coaches gave me was to not always recreate and do something new, but just to improve what you're already doing. And so I would say, let's make your Facebook group even better than it is now. So here's how I would do that. First up, look at your group name. I would encourage you, if you're in network marketing, not to use your name in it or your company name. If you want to know more on that, I would check out this video, why to not mention your company name. The thing is the group isn't about you. Shocker, hey, newsflash. Like, the group really isn't about you. It is about the people in it, right? It is about the group, not the leader of the group. And so you really want the group name to serve a purpose where they're like, oh, I'm a part of this. Ideally, don't make it about yourself. A lot of times you're going to see like, oh, Sally's VIP group. But I would say, no, try to make it more about like what the people are going to get when they're inside. That's why I name my product prospecting group Create Stories That Sell, because it's going to appeal to people just when they see that name on Facebook. If they're scrolling through and Facebook's like, oh, I recommend this group to you, and they want to sell more in stories, well, why not join a group that says Create Stories That Sell, right? It makes sense. What's next in setting up your Facebook group? Choose your group type. And this is referring to its privacy level. So you can go public or private, who you want to see the material. More often than not, I would recommend you to go private, because there's something about really having people commit to being part of a community and a group. Private is usually the way to go, but that's what you're going to decide next. Next, take a look at your cover photo. Now, this really needs to be spot on with your brand. As you grow in your business, you want people to recognize your stuff on Facebook. So be it a post, a group, your business page, you want to kind of start to have the same tendencies with colors, fonts, graphics, so people know that it's you. Choose a cover photo or make one. There's a lot of great, cool apps out there. Canva, for one, is one that I personally use for most of mine to create a cover photo. Now you're going to set up your posting guidelines. This isn't just for you, but also your members. I would encourage you to sit down with yourself and think, okay, how much do I want to post in this group? And then also ask yourself, how much time do I have to devote to this group? There's nothing wrong with having a Facebook group and not posting in it every single day. The kicker is that you just want to be consistent. If you want some tips, tricks, and hacks on how to be more consistent in your business, check out this video of mine, and I cover how I stay so consistent. And the biggest thing about consistency is it makes your business legitimate. If you fall off the wagon with posting, no one's going to take you seriously. So set up your posting guidelines for yourself how often you can post, and then establish the boundaries for your members. How often do you want them to be posting in the group? I would recommend cutting people off at 2 posts a day so it doesn't get crazy. And then also set up clear rules, which we'll get to in a bit. But when it comes to posting, to really limit the type of stuff they can post so they aren't spammy-tammy in your group. Now you're going to create your rules. And these are really important because you want to have them set up before you're kicking people out, because you're like, oh crap, I don't want that person doing that in my group. And if you have clear boundaries established, that's going to help you and also protect you. So when you give them the boot, you can be like, hey, you broke rule number 3. Some things I recommend are really staying positive. I also encourage people not to spam or prospect other members in the group. I don't know about you, but I hate joining a group and then being hit in my inbox with a bunch of DMs from all these people who are like, hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm in this group with you and do you want to check out this opportunity? And it's like, no. Haven't you learned a more effective marketing strategy? There are some. And if you need help with that yourself, check out this video, why I absolutely love attraction marketing and how I get people reaching out to me every single day for my products and my opportunity. If you want people asking questions in your group, encourage them to. There's no better thing when you have all these different group members engaged and asking other people's opinions and really allowing conversation to develop. My favorite thing is when I see other people engaging back and forth in the comments in the Facebook groups that I lead and run. As you continue setting up your Facebook group, I really recommend you to film a welcome video. Now, not everyone's going to watch a video, and this is one of the secrets that I cover in my course, is how to cover all your bases. But some people will watch a welcome video, and there's nothing like video for really helping people get to know, like, and trust you fast. And so have a welcome video. Tell people what the group is about. Say your tagline. I hope you have one so people know immediately if you serve them and how you help them. But I would recommend filming this short little video and then telling them what to expect in the group so they know, and they also get a quick little glimpse of you. Remember, this is your first impression with a lot of these people, so make it a good one. If you want more information on how to make a killer first impression on Facebook, check out this video. I also like to include some sort of call to action in my welcome video. So this is going to vary based on the purpose of the group. So if it's for your team training and onboarding group, it could be, hey, go to the guide section of this group so you can check out the information to set your business up for success today. If it's your prospecting group, it could be like, hey, go to the link under this post if you want to grab this free guide, 15 unbeatable posts and story ideas. Right? Like, that's the lead magnet that I give my new members who join Create Stories That Sell. So again, free plug for that group. If you're not in it and you want 15 unbeatable post and story ideas to really help you get more sales and signups, go join the group. I'll send you the free guide. But anyways, I recommend some sort of call to action because it's going to help people take the next step. If you're not sure how to deliver a strong call to action to really help you convert and close sales, I want you to check out this video on closing sales, and I give you tips on call to actions. And then lastly, in the setup of your group, I want you to add some third-party tools and also some testimonials to your group. If you're in network marketing, a great thing to do is use the guide section of your group to highlight different products. Check out this video where I talk a lot more about how to use the guide section of your group, and you can find out all the nitty-gritty details of how to really do that and why using it is so smart, especially when it comes to social proof and having other people see other people that are buying those products. And then they're like, oh, well, if so-and-so and so-and-so and all these 150 people in front of me bought these products, why shouldn't I buy them too? So check out the video. I have a featured post that's all just testimonials. It's all my current pre-CPAC members, which is my online marketing membership for entrepreneurs. And all my members are commenting on this post of a lady that asked a question, should I buy this course and membership? Is it a good idea? And I have this post pinned in the featured section for a reason, because there's great social proof in there. You don't need me to tell you why it's so good. You can go read all the 20, 30 different comments from all the people already in the membership saying, hey, this is how Stephanie helped me. So do the same. Get social proof from your members and add that into your group so people see other people's results. So let's talk how to grow your group, because I really don't recommend just trying to invite a ton of people in. Yes, you can do that where you hit the invite button, but it's really way more powerful when people are requesting to join of their own accord. I know recently with this branding bootcamp that I led, I had over 150 people request to join the group just within a couple weeks without me asking a single person. And it's really powerful when they want to be in it, because that shows you how interested they are in it. They're not just doing it because it's like, oh, Sally invited me, I'll just be nice and accept this invitation, even though I don't really want to be in her Facebook group. And maybe that sounds jerky to say it, but how many times have you gotten an invite to a Facebook group and you're like, yeah, no, I don't want to be a part of that. I got one today. The only caveat to adding people to the group is if you're using it for team building and training and you know you have these team members, of course you can send them an invite to your group. If you want some ideas on how to get people into your Facebook group, I recommend checking out this video on the content that sells. That's how I get people asking to join my Facebook group every single day without me inviting them. Total strangers. So check out the video. Totally recommend it, because that's the type of content that you want to be making to bring people into your Facebook group so you can go from a cold lead to a warm lead to a hot lead and they buy. So even though you're not going to be hitting that invite button to invite people to your group, you totally can promote it though in other ways. I recommend doing this in Facebook groups, in your stories, and if you check out some of my different videos on stories, you're gonna see how I do this. I do it all the time. So let's talk Facebook group content briefly. Now, I could film probably 20 different YouTube videos on this topic alone, but let me give you a couple key nuggets. The first thing you need to decide in your Facebook group is how frequently you, the leader of that group, are going to post and what you can maintain over the long run. So write that down, whatever it is. 1 day a week, 5 days a week, 3 days a week. There's no right number as long as you're consistent. Next, your content really needs to educate, entertain, or inspire with no strings attached. What does that even mean? It means that if someone read your content, your post, or watched your video, they could take it, not buy anything from you, but still leave better off than they were. So maybe if you're selling a skincare product, that means that they could go to the drugstore and buy a better product because they are more informed. Or, for instance, with this video, you haven't bought anything from me yet, but I'm giving you all these tips, tricks on how to use Facebook groups to your advantage. You better believe what I give my members inside my paid membership is even 100 times better than that. So really over-deliver in your content, and you'd be amazed how many people are going to then view you as the expert and want to purchase from you. Educate, entertain, and inspire. Next, I really encourage you to ask questions. Now, there's key things to think about when I say ask questions, because if your question is too vague, or if it's too difficult to answer, or if it's too personal, people aren't going to comment and engage. So there's ways that you can ask questions that get more people engaging, but for that secret I'm gonna leave inside my paid membership. Should you go live inside your group? Well, if you want to learn more about live videos, I want you to check out this video that I made on how to make more sales with live video. It's really up to you, and I think whether or not you like doing videos should be a part of it. Now, can we grow and do things that we're uncomfortable with? Yes. But it is important to know what your rhythm is and what you have time for. Last tip when it comes to content is check out your analytics. If you're like, shoot, what is doing well in this group? Go see what posts are getting the most engagement or the most eyeballs on them, and then recreate that same type of content. If you have a product prospecting group, it's great to set up some sort of weekly theme or rhythm. I cover this a lot more in my course, The Secrets of Social Selling. So if you need that, go to the description and the link is going to be there. But some ideas that could work for you would be doing a weekly product spotlight, doing some sort of poll, every week sharing a story or a testimonial, and then some sort of post that helps you get to know your people more. You don't want the content to all be you focused. You really want to encourage your group members to be engaging so the group really becomes more about them than you. If you think you want to run a group challenge or boot camp, check out the Parisi-Pack membership. You can find information about that at my website if you go to stephanieparisi.com. I teach you how to do a Facebook challenge or boot camp successfully. I go over every single step because I absolutely love using that format to sell to people. Why? Because you deliver valuable content to them for several days in a row, and then at the end say, hey, if you found that helpful, continue working with me. This is your next step. And so naturally, you're going to get a percentage of people that opt in, that are ready, hot leads, and want to take you up on your offer. If you have a team, training, and onboarding group, here are some content ideas for you. Promotions and recognitions. Leader spotlights. Hot seat coaching. The most engaged teammates or members list. The top 10 producers every month. And then also photo albums or resource albums for your people so they can go and get the information they need there. The other thing that I like to do in the team training groups that I lead is make sure people know where the weekly trainings are held. The great thing about it is that you can really make things simple for your people. If you confuse, you lose, so simplify things and help your people sell more to their people. And last but not least, in your team training groups, don't overpost. People are busy working their business, so I always think about my posting content like this. If someone knocked on my door, my front door, and they gave me $100 bill, I would want to open that door anytime I saw them coming up to the door, right? Because I knew they were going to deliver so much value. So in your content delivery, do the same thing. Over deliver and people are going to want to show up. And that applies to a product prospecting group, a membership group, a course group, a team training group, you name it. Value always wins the day. And I hope in this video you got a lot of value. So if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. If you have a question about Facebook marketing, don't hesitate to reach out, ask me, drop it in the comments. I'll film a YouTube video on it. In the meanwhile, check out either of these videos. They're here to help you win in your business, be it on social media, in email marketing, or wherever you're at working it today. I'll see you next week with another new video.